But a major part of what I do is I work with the differently abled children with Special Olympics. Now, about 5, 6 years ago, I was called to give a celebrity interview for Special Olympics. But when I went there and I saw the kind of work that they did with these kids, it was almost like, they were changing their lives through the power of sports. And that in itself was so overwhelming for me. It's really like a metamorphosis. I'll be telling you shortly about a few stories that stole my heart. And that day I told them that if it's okay with all of you, I would like to do more than just an interview. In fact, I would love to represent the Special Olympics Pakistan on different platforms. So about 5 years ago, when I started working with Ma'am Ronak Lakhani, I realized that there is so much dearth when it comes to knowing what differently abled people are here. We don't talk about them. These are not dining table conversations that we have. At a party, at a birthday party, when you go, there is a school mela, or you take a differently abled child along, nobody knows how to respond to them. Nobody knows how to behave around them. Nobody knows what to say to them. Why is being different so alarming? Why is being different so scary? Why are we not acceptable when it comes to accepting different? Today, I want to talk about the kind of impact these differently abled kids made on my life and why it took me 6 years to come and think about what I want to do with them, or rather for them. I spoke to a lot of families who had a differently abled children. And the one common thing that I found, which was very alarming, was that there was no directory. There was nobody to tell them where to go. There was nobody to tell them, guide them, how can they get married? Where should they go for a job? What are the institutions that will take them in, as inclusive studies are not everywhere available? So I remember that a few months ago, we were preparing for our summer games, which happen every 4 years. And all these athletes, they come from different schools, different areas of Pakistan, whether it's Sindh, Punjab, Pashtun, all over Pakistan. And we started in 1989 with 32 athletes. And now in 27, we have over 3,000 athletes registered as Special Olympics athletes. So over the course of 20 years, there's a lot of blood and sweat that went behind this cause. People like Ronak Lakhani, Sabina Khatriji, they give us so much motivation to not just take and take and take, but obviously give back, and give so much back, which is more than themselves. We cannot even imagine the kind of work and hard work that goes behind. So I remember that we went to the interiors to see a few families that had contacted us. And one major example that really, I would say, stole my heart or broke my heart was this girl who was tied around a charpai with a chain. The reason why she was tied around the charpai with a chain was because her mother had married another man, and she was shifted to her grandmother's house. And every time she was let loose, she would run to her mother's house. And obviously that was not allowed. So they would tie her. So we went there and we spoke to her and we spoke to her grandmother and we said that, you know, just let her loose. Let's see what she does. And she was a sprinter. She was a born sprinter. And in our summer games 2019 that happened in Abu Dhabi, she ran like she was running to her mother's house and she won a gold medal. Imagine the kind of amazing strength we have around us. It's just we need to tap into them. We need to tap into that belief. We need to tap into that love for differently abled people and make them realize their own potentials. So what do we do when we see a differently abled child or an adult? We go far away from them. We don't know. Nobody taught us how to talk to them. Nobody taught us how to behave around them. I would really like to request today to all the families and to all the children, all the students, all the parents sitting here. This is a subject that needs your attention. Even if you don't have a differently abled child in your family, you have them in your community. And to disregard them, to not be able to understand them, to not make the effort to understand them, is our bad. So talk to your children. Tell them how they should be dealing with differently abled children. Today, with over 3,000 athletes, you know, these families were known for, oh, iska bachcha theek nahi hai. Now, they come back with a medal and they are known for the child, because of the child, because they're representing Pakistan on a national, international level, which nobody could have imagined. I also feel that to support any cause, whether that's adopting a child in Kiran Foundation, or whether that's coming in for SOP and giving your time to help elevate our community, it should come from the heart and it should come from every family. Imagine all of you sitting right here, about 200 to 300 people right here. If you all took up one cause, if you all took up one child, imagine the kind of impact you would make. It would be unbelievable. So I request all schools to send their students as volunteers so they can realize what is the other side of life that we are unaware of. We like to live in our own small little bubble, in our comfort zone, where we think, oh, test hai, bahut mushkil hai zindagi. Oh, bill bharna hai, paise nahi hai, bahut mushkil hai zindagi. But ask these people, ask these kids who are specially abled, how does the community treat them? How is it so difficult coming from Lyari and having a stamp that, oh, you're from Lyari? But imagine the kind of impact they make. I remember I went to Kiran Foundation. Every child over there spoke like they were from Harvard. English. Unbelievable. It gives me so much hope that people like Sabina ji or Ronak Lakhani ji and so many other women are changing Pakistan, because we don't have a lot of support from other avenues, government, federations. We're doing this single-handedly. And if we have your support, then it'll be a lot of hands helping the right people. I feel that there's always a time when something you hear or something you read or something that somebody says clicks with you. I remember I took my kids to a birthday party, and there was a jumping castle there. And there was a differently abled child in a corner on the jumping castle, and all the kids were hitting him and going. And because I take my children to all SOP events, and we've discussed differently abled many times, And we've worked with differently abled many times. They have the biggest heart, by the way. They have the beautiful, most smile one could ever imagine. So my kids were the only two kids in that entire jumping castle that were protecting that child. They helped them feed him. They helped him get water. Now, just imagine that every child on that jumping castle knew why this kid was being aggressive or why he was the way he was. That all boils down to being a parent who discusses all these things and more with your children. I wish every child on that jumping castle knew what a differently abled child was and how he should be treated. So today is your opportunity to go look up SOP and see the kind of work we do. Our athletes sometimes were told by their doctors as infants that they will not be able to talk. They can't, they don't have vocal power. After training, after many workshops, our success story is one of our athletes spoke in front of 5,000 people standing next to Barack Obama. So it's all in our head. We are the only people who can stop ourselves from doing great things. So let's not be those people. Let's be like Sabina Khatri. Let's be like people who are empathetic, are compassionate, who not only think about themselves, but think about the next person standing next to them, whether they're related to them or not. So all my research and every talk that I had with these families, I realized that a lot of them said, we didn't know what to do. It was our first child. We didn't know who to go to. We didn't know what school would take them. We went to 50 schools and 49 of them said, you're not even allowed to enter the gate because you have a differently able child and that's not what we cater to. So I thought that it's time we make an app. It's an app that I'm working on. It's called Special Pakistan. I've been working on it since a year and a half now. I want this app to be the directory for all kinds of differently abled, autistic, hearing impaired people who do not know where to go. This app will cater to all their educational places, giving them an idea of where they can go, leading them to a place where they're accepted, they're acknowledged, they're appreciated, and not sent back. There will be a medical sort of information where they can go to therapists, what sort of parent and child therapy they need. Then there'll be a marriage thing. हमारे अपने रिश्ते ढूंढने में बड़ी मुश्किल होती है. So imagine, how do they get to that stage where people say, okay, let's marry a differently abled child, an adult by then. And obviously jobs. Jobs, finding a job as a regular person, as a mainstream student, can be quite taxing. Imagine the kind of hardship they feel. There are very few companies, I could just count on my fingers, who have inclusive job opportunities for differently abled children. KFC is one of them. HBL is one of them. And that's about it, a couple of more. We need this inclusivity to come from your homes. We need this inclusivity so that we can come together and elevate as a nation that accepts, that has empathy, that has compassion, that has the heart to forget all the differences and rise above all of that. So please, I encourage all of you to talk to your children about differently abled kids. And if you could take out some time, go visit their schools. Just take a couple of kids and go for a couple of hours. It'll change you. It changed me. As a celebrity, I feel, oh, there's so much glamour and this and that. But I found my soul in helping or in going to these places where I could find the real essence of life. That's where it all lies. Not in fancy places. These kind of places. And big round of applause for all these amazing women who have gone beyond their power and made this so normal. So let's not be different. Let's be normal. Let's all be one. And let's be acceptable. Thank you.